Hi, wonderful families. I come to you today with a little bit of mixed emotions. I'm not exactly sure how I feel yet. I'm obviously recording this video just about an hour after Governor Whitmer announced that we would not be going back to the school buildings in the state of Michigan for the rest of the year. So, truth being told, I haven't had really much time to digest my feelings around it, what this means for me, and what this means for you, of course, obviously. However, always in the time of uncertainty, I try to provide myself and provide you guys with as much consistency as possible, right? And in a time where it feels like consistency does not exist, we can create a world of consistency for ourselves. So please know that I'm communicating with you as much as possible, that anything that I communicate to you is everything that I know. I am waiting to hear from NHA about what they expect from us as National Heritage Academy's teachers moving forward. What I have heard is that they're hoping to create more of a consistent, universal approach to remote learning throughout not only NHA schools in Michigan, but NHA schools nationwide. So, with that being said, in the email that I'm sending out to you right now is what the expectations are for Monday, April 6th through Friday, April 10th. I am so grateful that my teacher brain switched on so quickly right before we left for the COVID break and providing you with these resources. These math stories are what they would be doing in school, and these ready books are so aligned with third grade standards. So as of right now, these are truly, in my opinion, the best things that we can be doing as a team. So, listed below in the email is the exact work that I'm expecting your student to complete Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, starting on April 6th. I don't know what NHA expects of me to be communicating to you and how to teach your child beyond April 10th. Okay, so as of now, it's up to teacher discretion for next week, but I don't know what it will look like in the future. So essentially, I know that I said previously that I'm going to be studying Google Classroom, that we'll try and incorporate that by April 6th. I'm scratching that for now until I have more information, okay? And I'm doing this because the materials are great. Everyone has these materials at hand, and this is a routine that we can stick to. We've done it for 2 weeks straight. We know what it looks like, and we can continue to do it for one more week before we prepare for what our future is going to hold. Okay? I hope that was clear. I'm sending the email. I'll send an email every single day. Moving forward, I support all of you. As I say and typed in my email, yes, the buildings are closed, but it is not summer. It is still your third grade academic year, and I am going to do everything in my power to support you and prepare you to walk into those doors of your fourth grade classroom and be ready to take on fourth grade standards. Because as your third grade teacher, whether it's from my own apartment or it's in the school building, it is my job to make sure that you are prepared. With all of that being said, and I hope that I still have your attention. Yay! You've heard Miss Freed say this a million times, and my opinion has not changed. One, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So when I say that I'm going to be working hard for you, I mean that. Two, something I also always say is that safety is the most important thing. Always, your parents send you to school knowing that you are going to be safe. And with what's happening in our world right now, if the school building is not a safe place, then we can't go there, because your safety and your health is most important. So although it breaks my heart and you guys are my family, and the fact that I won't be hugging you for a long time really hurts me in a lot of ways. I support the governor's decision in that the most important thing is that you are safe, right? And we will continue to do what we can do in order to support each other. So if you made it this far, I hope that this settles your brain a little bit. You have some room to relax your shoulders, release your eyebrows, take a deep breath. We are going to be okay. We are, because we're going to stay consistent. We have set up such strong internal motivation within ourselves throughout the year, and we're going to continue to work together. Okay? So thank you for listening. If you are still listening, thank you so much. You can get cozy and get comfy. I'm just going to add the next 2 chapters of Tales of Despereaux to this video since I'm recording one anyways. So you can get comfy, get seated. As you know, Miggery So just was taken by the soldiers that were going around because of the soup ban, and the uncle told the soldiers that he owns the girl, which is not allowed, so she is going to the castle to be a servant there. Chapter 29, start with the curtsy and finish with the thread. Miggery So's luck continued. On her first day on the job, as a castle servant, she was sent to deliver a spool of red thread to the princess. Mind, said the head of the serving staff, a dour woman named Louise. She is royalty, so you must make sure you curtsy. How's that? Said Mig. You must curtsy. The title of this chapter says, start with the curtsy. Curtsy, right? It doesn't have a T in there, but I'm wondering if it's supposed to. How's that? Shouted Mig. You must curtsy, shouted Louise. Ugh, said Mig. Yes, ma'am. She took the spool of thread from Louise and made her way up the golden stairs to the princess's room, talking to herself as she went. Here I am, off to see the princess, me, Miggery So. Seeing the princess up close and personal like, and first off, I must curtsy, because she is royalty. So maybe they say curtsy because Miggery So doesn't know how to say curtsy. At the door to the princess's room, Meg had a sudden crisis of confidence. She stood a moment, clutching the spool of thread and muttering to herself. Now, how did that go? She said. Give the princess the thread, then give her the curtsy. No. First the curtsy, then the thread. That's it. Oh, that's right, she said. That's the order. Start with the curtsy and finish with the thread. She knocked on the princess's door. Enter, said Princess P. Mig, hearing nothing, because as you remember, her ears are really damaged. Mig, hearing nothing, knocked again. Enter, said Princess P. Sorry, my computer is yelling at me. 1 second. One second, my cuties. Okay. And Mig, still hearing nothing, knocked yet again. Maybe, she said to herself, the princess isn't home? But then the door was flung wide open, and there was the princess herself staring at Miggery So. Said Mig with her mouth hanging wide open. Hello, said Princess P. Are you the new serving maid? Have you brought me my thread? Curtsy I must, shouted Mig. She gathered her skirts, dropped the spool of thread, and stuck out a foot, and stepped on the spool, rocked back and forth for what seemed like quite a long time, and both to the princess and the rocking Mig, and finally fell to the floor with a Miggish thud. Whoopsie, said Miggery So. The P could not help it. She laughed. That's all right, she said to Mig, shaking her head. It's the spirit of the thing that counts. How's that? Shouted Mig. It's the spirit of the thing that counts, shouted P. Thank you, miss, said Meg. She got slowly to her feet. She looked at the princess. She looked down at the floor. First the kersey, then the thread, Mig muttered. Pardon? Said Princess P. Ugh, said Mig, the thread! She dropped to her hands and knees to locate the spool of thread. When she found it, she stood back up and offered it to P. I bought you your thread, didn't I? This is when Miggery So fell. Lovely, said the princess, as she took the thread from Mig. Thank you so much. I cannot seem to hold on to the spool of red thread. Every one I have disappears somehow. Are you making a thing? Asked Mig, squinting at the cloth in the P's hand. Oh, no. Sorry, my computer's restarting and I don't know why. And I don't want it to because I'm about to send you an email after this. Are you making a thing? Asked Mig, squinting at the cloth in the P's hand. I'm making a history of the world. My world, said the P. In tapestry, see? Here's my father the king. He's playing the guitar because that's something he loves to do and does quite well. And here's my mother, the queen, and she's eating soup because she loved soup. Soup! That's against the law, said Miggery So. Yes, said the princess. My father outlawed it because my mother died when she was eating it. Your mom's dead? Said Miggery. Yes, said the P. She died just last month. She bit her bottom lip to stop from trembling. Ain't that the thing, said Mig. My mom's passed away too. How old were you when she died? Bold was I, said Mig, taking a step back away from the princess. I'm sorry then. No, no, said Princess P. How old were you? How old were you? Shouted the P. I was only 6, said Mig. I'm sorry, said the princess. She gave Mig a quick, deep look of sympathy. How old are you now? 12 years. So am I, said the princess. We're the same age. What's your name? She shouted. Miggery. Miggery So. But most just calls me Mig. And I saw you once before, princess. You passed me on a white little horse on my birthday, and it was I in the field with uncle's sheep, and it was sunset time. Did I wave to you? Asked the princess. Did I wave? Shouted the Princess P. Yes, nodded Miggery. But you didn't wave back, said the princess. I did, said Mig, only you didn't see. Some day I will sit on a little white horse and wear a crown and wave. Some day, said Mig. And she put up a hand to touch her left ear. I will be a princess too. Really? Said the P. She gave Mig another quick, deep look, but said nothing else. When Mig finally made her way back down the golden stairs, Louise was waiting for her. How long? She roared. Did it take you to deliver a spool of thread to the princess? Too long? Guessed Mig. That's right, said Louise, and she gave Mig a good clout to the ear. No, why do they always mess with her ears? You are not destined to be one of our star's servants. That's already abundantly clear. No, ma'am, said Mig. That's all right, though, because I aim to be a princess. You? A princess? Don't make me laugh. This, reader, was a little joke on Louise's part, as she was not a person who laughed. Ever. Not even at a notion as ridiculous as Miggery So becoming a princess. All right, I'm going to stop there because the video is already almost at 15 minutes, but take deep breaths today. I care so deeply about you all, not only about you, but about your families, and I want you to know that I'm committed to you and your education, but also to your safety and your self-love. So we'll figure out how to do all of that. But I hope you find time and space today to smile, to feel grateful for your health and safety, and be grateful for all the time that we had together and that we have technology that we can use to continue to learn. I'm about to send you guys an email with explicit instructions about how the next week will look. Please take a look at that, and if you have further questions, just reach out to me. All right.